as you know, we are all looking for ways that we can be enriched in our own homes. And so we're going to do a little musical enrichment today. It's also kind of art enrichment, so you can talk to Miss McKissick about that. But today we are going to be making our own Rainstick. And so many of you, especially if you're in kindergarten this year or if you were in kindergarten last year, so many of you made your own shakers at home and brought them into school to show your class and me. So you have a lot of experience with this already. You know so much about how to make a shaker. You know that all you really need is a container that can be closed all the way and a bunch of tiny little things inside that will shake. But a Rainstick is a little bit harder to make, and the reason is when you make a Rainstick, it doesn't just go shake, shake, shake. It actually slowly goes all the way down so that it sounds more like raindrops falling, right? So we're gonna try making our own Rainstick today. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but this way I will put in the comments below the address for where I found how to do this, the website. I think it's called The Curious Thinker. But they had a really good idea of how to make a Rainstick. So that's what we're going to use today. Here's what you need. You need aluminum foil and plastic wrap. You need some kind of tube, right? Some kind of cylinder. So it could be a paper towel roll. That's what I have. You could use a toilet paper roll. It just won't last as long, your sound. If you have a wrapping paper roll, that would be really, really awesome. But something that's in this shape that you can close up on both sides. You need 2 rubber bands. I'm using hair ties because that's what I could find. Scissors, a wooden spoon or something with a long, skinny little dowel like this. You could probably use a pencil. A funnel if you have it. If not, do this outside so your parents don't get mad at you. Then some kind of shaker. So remember, a shaker could be all kinds of things. It could be rice, it could be little pieces of popcorn, it could be beads or beans, it could be pebbles, right? So find what you have extra of. I found in my cabinet a bunch of grits, which is honestly kind of like sand. I don't know if you guys know what grits are. They're delicious. They're made out of corn, but you can really use anything. I'm gonna use grits today. Okay, so let's go. Oh, and one more thing, decoration, very important. I'm actually gonna start with my decoration, and I think you guys already know this about me, but just in case you don't, I am not a perfectionist. That means that if something gets messed up, I don't really care. So I'm just going to do the best that I can, and I'm going to be proud of it. And if I have more time to put work in later, I could. Or I could say, that's good enough for me. So I rolled my whole little toilet paper or paper towel roll in this one piece of tissue paper. I like that the tissue paper is flexible so it's easy to roll. And then I'm just going to tape it down with this washi tape. If you have a lot of washi tape, you could actually decorate the whole thing with washi tape and it would look really cute. You could also use wrapping paper, you could use ribbons, you could use duct tape, you could just draw on it. You don't really have to put something on it, or you could leave it blank, really. It's up to you. Okay, so there's that side. I'm going to tape the other, and we're going to be putting the rubber bands on the edges too, so don't worry about making it look perfect, unless you want to. That's up to you. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is really the most important part, and it's kind of confusing. So go back to when we're thinking about the difference between an egg shaker and a Rainstick. Is that an egg shaker, you can just go shake, 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 and when you stop moving, it stops making sound. But with a Rainstick, when you stop moving, it still makes sound because they're still trickling down. Now, there's a lot of ways to do that. Maybe you remember what most actual Rainsticks are made out of. Do you remember? A cactus is the answer. So people would take a cactus, dry it out, and then they would like take a little tapper and tap all of the prickly parts into the inside, and that's what would stop the beads or beans from going down really fast. I don't have a cactus, so we're going to use this tip, which is using aluminum foil. Okay, so here is the piece of aluminum foil that I already cut. It's about 18 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to lay it flat, and then I'm just going to fold it maybe like an inch at a time until I have like one long rectangle. Okay, once again, does not have to be perfect. Now I'm going to take my paper towel roll back, and I'm going to try rolling this around the paper towel roll and kind of pull it tight. Okay, so now it's in the shape of a spiral, and then I can kind of pull it out. It looks like this. And then I'm going to make this go a little bit smaller so I can put it inside the paper towel roll. But before I do that, I'm going to make another one. This one's going to be tiny. So this one is about 7 inches or so long. And this one I'm going to make really, really small. I'm going to still do it this way, but I'm going to make it like teeny tiny so that it's more like a little wire at the end. Okay? So I'm rolling this up, and it helps if you have little fingers, so maybe you'll be better at this than me. And then when I get to the end, this isn't really that tiny, so what I can do is twist it like this, dun, 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 so that I have this skinny little wire. Okay? Then I'm going to do the same thing, but this time, this is where your little dowel is going to come in. I'm using a wooden spoon. So I'm going to wrap this around like this, around my wooden spoon, and then twist it so it gets tight with all your strength. Then pull that off, and you're going to slide this skinny one inside the bigger one that you already made, and kind of, here, I'll show you this part. Pull it this way just a little bit so that it'll stretch through your whole paper towel roll. If you're using a wrapping paper roll or something longer, then you might need a longer piece of aluminum foil, because you want it to be about the size of your cylinder. Okay, so now I'm going to stick this through gently. I'm going to keep my finger here really tight, and then I'm going to try to pull it. Oh boy, mine did not go all the way down. Let's see. I'm going to try to pull it this way. Okay, so you should be able to hold it on both sides, the aluminum foil part. And then let go. Basically, you're just giving little obstacles to trap your shakers as they go down, okay? Now, this is where our plastic wrap is going to come in. You could use anything for this. You could use duct tape. You could use other tissue paper. You could use just like a piece of construction paper. Really anything. The reason I'm using plastic wrap is because it's flexible and you can see through it, which makes me happy. So, I'm going to put this on the top. There's no shakers in here yet, just my aluminum foil. And this is when I'm going to use my rubber band. So pull it tight across the top, and then you're going to just, I'm going to double loop my rubber band. Never know how tight your rubber band might be. Just make sure that it's tight right there. Okay, and then we'll go back and trim this part later. Okay, now do the same thing. Oh wait, don't do the same thing on the next side. We have to put our shakers in. So I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to put my funnel in the top. The first time I did not use a funnel when I did this. So now there are some grits on my floor. So I would suggest using a funnel. But if you don't have one, just do it outside. So you're going to pour it in, and I don't know, you can decide how much you want. This is probably like half a cup. can already tell that some have gotten stuck along the way. Now I'm going to take my other piece of plastic wrap and lay it across the top, my other rubber band, double wrap. You could tape these rubber bands down if you wanted to, okay? And now, the moment of truth. So I'm going to slowly turn it and see if it keeps going even after I start moving. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, so that's how you make a rain stick. Give it a try at your house. If you try some kind of tip besides the aluminum foil on the inside, then comment underneath so you can tell me and other students what they could try. This is a great way to just do a little science experiment and see what works. I can't wait to see what you do. Okay, talk to you soon.